Hello, wrestling fans and YouTube. It's your boy, Big Boy Snatch Shine TV, aka What Kind of Snatch One, because I got playing around. As you can tell by the title of the video and the thumbnail, this is my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the entire video from all the way from the beginning all the way towards the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling review content that I do on the channel, because I'm on the road to 12K before March. So help me get to 12K subscribers before March, because I really be grinding on here. Alright, now go check out my AEW Dynamite review on highlights, and that's all I have to say here. Without further ado, let's get started. Now, WWE Smackdown was a decent show for what it was, and that's all I gotta say. Now, WWE Smackdown was live from KAFD and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Alright, so we get a look at WWE festivities within Riyadh ahead of Royal Rumble weekend, and superstars arrived before going to a video package highlighting Saturday night's main event. We head to ringside where Cody Rhodes makes his entrance. The crowd singing along to his theme as the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes heads down to the ring. Cody Rhodes is soaking in the audacity as he gets a microphone inside the ring. For a split second, there is a smattering of boos, but that is drowned out by Cody Rhodes chant. Cody Rhodes eventually asked Saudi Arabia what do they want to talk about, saying that he have expected to start trading punches with Jacob Fatu after what went down recently. The crowd is electric, and Cody Rhodes acknowledged it, saying it sounds like they're ready for the Royal Rumble. Another big pop as Cody Rhodes addresses Drew McIntyre beating him for the title, saying he still hasn't taken the biggest victory of all. He says Drew McIntyre should be out here taking SmackDown for his own before turning the subject to the Royal Rumble. He says it would make all the sense in the world if he were to win the Royal Rumble a third time, which means to get some boos and challenge Drew McIntyre for the title. Though he knows Drew McIntyre is defending against a good friend of his in Sami Zayn, who gets cheered in Olay chant. He says it would make sense to challenge for the title that near and dear to him, but he also recognized he could face CM Punk for the world title, for World Heavyweight Championship. CM Punk chant as Cody Rhodes says he won the Rumble twice again, to boos from the crowd before he's interrupted by the music of Randy Orton. Crowd sings along to voices as the Legend Killer makes his way down to the ring. To the ramp, Randy Orton enters the ring to get a microphone as the crowd continues singing and transitions to an RKO chant. Randy Orton acknowledges the crowd as he shows some love, which is reciprocated by the crowd. Randy Orton says everyone knows how he feels about Cody Rhodes. They're more than friends; they're brothers. Nobody was more proud than he was of Cody Rhodes winning the title, and more torn over him losing. Randy Orton knows that a desperate Cody Rhodes is dangerous, but Cody Rhodes there is nothing more dangerous than a viper chasing numbers 15. Alright. Tomorrow we will not be friends. We will not be brothers. Randy Orton will have no respect for Cody Rhodes or anyone else, ready to throw anyone and everyone over the top rope to take his shot. Remember, Cody Rhodes, you're not the only one who's won the Royal Rumble twice. So Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble twice. Alright. Randy Orton is interrupted by Jey Uso, the World Tag Team Champion and fellow former Royal Rumble winner, hustling down the ramp for a brief yeet session with the crowd. The music fades out, but the crowd calls for an encore, as I start to wonder if I'm going to watch a single wrestling match in the first hour. Jey Uso get a microphone, catching his breath as he addresses heading into the Royal Rumble once again, looking to become the World Heavyweight Champion once again. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Okay, never mind all that. However, as Sami Zayn makes his entrance to a big pop from the crowd, Sami Zayn enters the ring for a mic of his own as the crowd chants Ole, and Sami Zayn greets the crowd in acrobat. While he would love to continue on, he also recognized that he's in the ring with 3 world champions as he gets ready to challenge for the WWE title tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. The crowd chants back to watch Sami Zayn responds before talking about how the WWE title has eluded him as has a win against Drew McIntyre. Alright, it says that said, he also has never lost a match in Raw, and he doesn't plan to start tomorrow. He tells these former world champions that they are not going to be facing Drew McIntyre on the other side of things before he is interrupted by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman introduced himself before saying he sees 4 men in the ring with no vision. He sees Sami Zayn, who will not win the WWE title tomorrow, and he sees 3 men who will not win the Royal Rumble. He gets interrupted by the crowd chanting, "Shut the you-know-what up," to which he tries to shut them down before continuing. Randy Orton has had enough, calling the Vision to come fight them, but Nick Aldis steps out to address things first. Nick Aldis says everyone can see where this is going, so this gives these people a preview of the Royal Rumble. Let's give them the Vision versus Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn in an 8-man tag team match. The crowd cheers as commentary hypes the match up, with the United States Champion Open Challenge coming up next. Alright, this segment was okay for what it was, but Cody Rhodes is now going to win for the 3rd time. And one thing that really pisses me off, how is that Brock Lesnar is in the Royal Rumble over Finn Balor? So you mean to tell me that Brock Lesnar hopped straight on Pat McAfee's podcast and saying that he's in the Royal Rumble over Finn Balor? WWE, you doing Finn Balor dirty, but I guarantee you Finn Balor's going to win at Elimination Chamber. Watch I tell you. Alright, so we go to commercial break. I had to put this out there. We head to ringside as Carmelo Hayes gets a nice pop from the crowd. The champ enters the ring as Rey Fenix makes his return to SmackDown to no pop other than his pyro, and Michael Cole saying, "You know what?" Some fans in the front row are kind enough to give him high fives as Rey Fenix heads to the ring, and this opening match gets underway. Alright, so we get the first match. So we get the United States Championship Open Challenge. Carmelo Hayes defense against Rey Fenix. This was a fun match. What it was, I really enjoyed this match. This match was fun to watch. Carmelo Hayes is quickly taken off his game by the challenger, who sends Carmelo Hayes out of the ring for a dive and a nice pop as we head to commercial break with muted audio. Carmelo Hayes makes his way back into the ring, going at it with Rey Fenix, countering a pin attempt for a near fall of his own. He takes Rey Fenix down for another close near fall, but Rey Fenix takes him to the corner for some shots. Carmelo Hayes takes the challenger back down for another near fall. Rey Fenix takes the fight back to Carmelo Hayes as we return from break. In time for Rey Fenix to roll Carmelo Hayes around for a near fall. Springboard elbow gets another 2 count. Carmelo Hayes sends his challenger to the ropes and drops him hard to the mat with a crossbody. Carmelo Hayes with some forearms forearms before he's sent to the corner, but he responds with a leaping DDT that drops Rey Fenix hard for a 2 count. Rey Fenix is able to counter a first 48 for a near fall of his own before sending the champ to the corner. Rey Fenix looks for a Phoenix driver, but is taken down by Carmelo Hayes for 2. Carmelo Hayes and Rey Fenix straight kicks before knocking each other down to the canvas as the crowd chants in appreciation. Both men are slow to get up, but manage to do so, only to double down off the ropes as the feed feds to Black for a moment for a break. Carmelo Hayes is the first to his feet before Rey Fenix kips up, and the 2 trade strikes before Rey Fenix is sent to the canvas for a near fall by the champ. Carmelo Hayes takes the challenger to the corner, but Rey Fenix back from the turnbuckles as we return from the break. A side stumble doesn't stop Rey Fenix for long before landing a double stomp on the back of Melo, and Rey Fenix follows up with a moonsault, taking the champ down hard for a 2 count. Rey Fenix dodges a lariat, but is taken down by Melo for a near fall, and he hits the ropes, sending Rey Fenix right back down for another 2 count. Rey Fenix goes up top now, but Rey Fenix dodges him for a DDT of his own for 2. Rey Fenix runs to the corner, but runs into a first 48, followed by the nothing but net, as Carmelo Hayes takes the win to retain. The winner by pinfall is still your United States champion, Rey Fenix. This was a fun match to watch between Carmelo Hayes and Rey Fenix. Alright, Carmelo Hayes celebrates as we see Dragunov watches backstage before Miz approaches him and insists that Carmelo Hayes asks him to interfere in last week's match. Dragunov introduced himself, joking that there could have had a simple chat, but no, Miz decided to get in his business instead. And this week, Miz Payne will entertain. Okay, those two will face off tonight, and we head to commercial. Commentary hype up the weekend ahead before commentary hypes up the weekend ahead before taking a look at Brock Lesnar declaring himself for the Royal Rumble match on Pat McAfee. That really pisses me off. How is that Brock Lesnar already has automatically has declared himself in the Royal Rumble over Finn Balor? What did Brock Lesnar ever do to deserve that spot in the Royal Rumble? Absolutely nothing. And that just makes me upset. That Finn Balor is not in the Royal Rumble, but Brock Lesnar is. But I guarantee you that Finn Balor is going to win that Elimination Chamber, because WWE, you have been doing Finn Balor dirty for not giving him a spot at the Royal Rumble. But guess what? Finn Balor's going to win that Elimination Chamber. I guarantee you. And that's going to happen. Alright. Backstage, R-Truth asks Nick Aldis how he likes his balls as he tumbles for the Rumble. Damian Priest shows up and finds out he's in the match as well, and Truth lets him touch his balls as he gets to pick his Royal Rumble entry number. It doesn't seem too good for Damian Priest, but he says that just means more time to throw fools out before he walks off. Elsewhere, we hear from Drew McIntyre as he addresses the 4 men that open the show. That includes a man who never won a world title and hasn't beaten him yet, remarking on Sami Zayn getting in an 8-man tag match before saying he will do whatever it takes to keep his title. Sami Zayn will do whatever it takes. Now I believe that Drew McIntyre is going to retain at the Royal Rumble. He's going to retain his WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. But Sami Zayn is not winning at the Royal Rumble. That's the only thing I can say. Alright, commentary hypes up the 8-man tag team match before we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Backstage, we hear from Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, who are interrupted by Kiana James and Julia as they address the Royal Rumble match tomorrow. And this and the tag title scene already addressed further by the rival of Nia Jax until we reach a point I call everybody talks but no one saying anything before officials break it up. Can you give me Julia versus Io Sky? Sign me up to see that match. To see Julia versus Io Sky. Sign me up to see that match. You know what would be cool to see at WrestleMania? The Hardy Boys versus the Usos versus Penta and Rey Fenix in a triple threat ladder match for the tag team champions. Sign me up to see that match at WrestleMania. I'm down for it. Alright. That'll be a good match to see. Alright. Back at ringside, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss make their entrance to a decent pop as they head down the ramp, showcasing what to expect for the in-ring gear tomorrow. Charlotte Flair speaks first as she stakes her claim to win the Royal Rumble, which is not going to happen. And there is no one she'd rather have by her side than Alexa Bliss. This gets some boos, and I think Charlotte sucks. Chant the other universal language before Alexa Bliss says she has had the same plan to win the Royal Rumble. So Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss are not going to win the Royal Rumble, but I already know who's going to win the Royal Rumble, and that's my girl Bianca Belair, and that's all I gotta say. Because Bianca Belair needs to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania for the WWE Women's Championship. Jade Cargill title reign has been nothing but boring, and that's all I gotta say. Just give the championship to Bianca Belair at WrestleMania. Alright, here we go. Let me finish up. She talks up being in the first women's WWE match in the Middle East and watching to be the first to win the Women's Royal Rumble in Riyadh. Charlotte Flair is surprised by this, asking if she's going to toss Charlotte Flair over the top rope, which gets a yes chant. Before Alexa Bliss asks the same, and out comes Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. Alright, the Judgment Day ladies talk some smack, but not to fight the pair in the ring as the Royal Rumble is tomorrow. For only for Nick Aldis to come out saying, if you step into the stage on SmackDown, you're qualified to step in the ring to fight. Any two of you will face Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair right now. The ladies on the stage argued with Nick Aldis as we go to commercial break. So we go to commercial break. Up next, this match is officially underway. So we get the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. And this match right here, this was a this match right here, this was a decent match in my opinion. Hold on, never mind. So this is a decent match right here. So yeah, this was a decent tag team match. All right, we start off with Liv Morgan and Charlotte Flair, with Liv Morgan taking the advantage for a tag to Roxanne Perez, only for the pair to be sent to the mat with a double suplex by Charlotte Flair. She tags in Alexa Bliss as they send the Judgment Day to the outside for a Bliss dive. Roxanne Perez goes after Alexa Bliss upon her return to the ring, stomping away at the former women's champion in the corner. She distracts the referee, allowing Liv Morgan to attack Alexa Bliss some more before Alexa Bliss fights back. Tag made to Liv Morgan, but Alexa Bliss takes her to the mat before Roxanne Perez distracts the referee some more, allowing Raquel Rodriguez to trip up Alexa Bliss. Liv Morgan lands an enziguri for a 2 count. Roxanne Perez tags in, taking Alexa Bliss down for a 2 count. Alexa Bliss crawls over for a Alexa Bliss crawls over for a tag before Roxanne Perez blindside her, pulling her away for an uppercut before sending Alexa Bliss to the ropes for more damage. She drops Alexa Bliss to the canvas for a near fall as we go to commercial break. Liv Morgan lands three amigos to keep Alexa Bliss down, sending her to the corner, and Charlotte Flair tries to intervene. This only keeps the referee attention on her, as Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez beat up on Alexa Bliss. In the corner, Liv Morgan stays on the attack, sending Alexa Bliss to the corner before driving her face into the canvas for a 2. Tag made to Roxanne Perez, who puts on a carpet to keep Alexa Bliss out of commission. Keeps Alexa Bliss. It says right here. It says keeps Alexa Bliss. Where was I? Hold on, chat. Hold on. It says right here. I found it. It says hold on, give me a second. It says keep where was I? It says keep Alexa Bliss out of commission, only for a Snapmare counter by Alexa Bliss to get her some distance. I already found it. I found the chat. She looks for a tag once again, but Liv Morgan tags in to keep her away, pounding away right with a right hand, followed by a Davey Boy style chinlock. Caution needed as we return from break. Alexa Bliss fights to her feet, but is kept away from a tag by Liv Morgan before the two trade near falls and roll around, some dizziness showing on the aftermath. As Alexa Bliss slaps Liv Morgan away for a tag to Alexa Bliss, who takes Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez down with a crossbody. They get back to their feet, only to take chop from Charlotte Flair to a woo chance and everything. As Charlotte Flair flies up, she has both women on the mat and she has both women on the mat and walks on them before heading to the corner for a moonsault. Charlotte Flair covers Liv Morgan, but she kicks out at 2. Liv Morgan fights back from the ropes before countering out a figure 8 lock. With an insecurity. Alexa Bliss tags back in to take Liv Morgan down for 2, but Roxanne Perez breaks it up. Roxanne Perez gets the tag in a drop kick, goes into a side leg sweep for 2 by Roxanne Perez. Charlotte Flair intervenes, but is cut off by Raquel Rodriguez, who herself is taken out by Stephanie Mercury as Alexa Bliss hits the sister Abigail. The winner of the tag team match, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. This was a decent tag team match for what it was. The pair celebrated with Stephanie Mercury looking on as we head backstage, where Jordynne Grace is interviewed about entering the World Rumble tomorrow. Her comments are interrupted as Jade Cargill blindside her, and this leads to a brawl between the two before officials come in to break it up. Like I already said before, Jade Cargill's title reign has been nothing but boring. But I can't wait for Bianca Belair to come back to win the Women's World Rumble so Bianca Belair can go after Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship at WrestleMania. Alright. And I'm just going to be real. I miss Bianca Belair. That's all I got to say. And I cannot wait to see her at the World Rumble tomorrow. Alright, let me continue. Back at ringside, Fraxion make their entrance and someone on production accidentally spoils that Braun Breaker is entering the Men's World Rumble at number 1. Whoopsie. With Axiom taking a newly partner, Johnny Gargano is up next. So we go to commercial break. We head backstage where Johnny Gargano is informed by Nick Aldis that Candice Ray is banned from ringside, and if Axiom wins, he gets his mask back from last week. With that, Johnny Gargano makes his entrance as this match gets underway. So we get Axiom versus Johnny Gargano, and in my honest opinion, I'm just gonna be real. This match was okay for what it was, but why is Johnny Gargano and Axiom fighting over a mask? That's like two guys fighting over one girl. That just don't make any sense. But I don't understand why Johnny Gargano and Axiom are fighting over a mask. But anyway, Axiom takes the fight to Johnny Gargano early on, but Johnny Gargano takes control as the crowd sings "Oh Johnny Gargano" to help fire him up. Axiom managed to get back in it, however, chopping away at Johnny Gargano before the latter takes him down for two. Axiom brings him to the ropes, but is dropped to the outside, and Johnny Gargano celebrates with the blue mask on the apron as we head to commercial break. Johnny Gargano continues the attack as the crowd chant NXT before he takes Axiom down with a Dragon Screw leg whip. He goes after the mask before going back to work on the arm and leg only for Axiom to cradle him for a 2 count. They fight back to their feet as we return from commercial break. Johnny Gargano sends Axiom to a knee, but takes a Spanish fly when he hits the ropes, and Axiom takes a near fall. Johnny Gargano is sent to the outside for a moonsault off the top rope by Axiom, who brings Johnny Gargano back in to the ring. He goes up top for a missile dropkick. It's only for good for two as Johnny Gargano kicks out. Johnny Gargano sent to the ropes, but Axiom, who takes a third kick before Johnny Gargano hits a driver for a near fall. He heads to the corner, but gets caught by Axiom, only for Johnny Gargano wrestling to send him to the mat. He sets up another driver and picks up a 2 count. The referee checking on Axiom as Johnny Gargano goes up top. Step up kick by Axiom, who sends Johnny Gargano down with a Spanish fly to the canvas. Axiom heads to the corner, grabbing his old mask as he looks to the golden rattle, but he takes a third kick by Johnny Gargano instead. Johnny Gargano rips off the red mask off of Axiom, who should garner a disqualification. But in the corner, we see Axiom slip on the old mask, allowing him to catch Johnny Gargano with a golden rattle for the win. The winner of the match, Axiom. This match was okay for what it was in my opinion. In my opinion, this match was okay, but I did not like how Johnny Gargano and Axiom are fighting over a mask. That's like two girls is fighting over a boy, and 2 boys is fighting over a cookie, for example. Let me continue. Axiom celebrates as backstage. Carmelo Hayes tries to ensure Dragunov he had nothing to do with the Miz mess from last week. Dragunov doesn't care. He focuses on beating the Miz tonight before looking ahead to the future. He walks off as commentary hypes up the upcoming 8-man tag match. And up next, we are set to hear from AJ Styles ahead of his career being on the line against Gunther at the Royal Rumble. So we go to commercial break. WWE 2K26 features CM Punk on the base game cover, aka the one non-Triple H version, and a pre-order begins today. Why is Joe Hendry a pre-order bonus? Which is Joe Hendry should have been on the base roster. AJ Lee should have been on the pre-order bonus instead of Joe Hendry. It'll make sense if you put AJ Lee as a pre-order bonus and Joe Hendry on the base roster. That will make total sense. But Joe Hendry on the pre-order bonus, that doesn't make any sense at all. But it is what it is. Alright. Backstage, Trick Williams is here. Let's talk about it. He talks about going all around the world before telling people to subscribe to his website, worldwidewilly.com. Caden needed. He hypes himself up before promising to win the World Rumble tomorrow. Let's talk about it. I assume he's done talking about it as he walks off. We head to ringside as AJ Styles makes his entrance to a big pop from the crowd. Commentary hypes up his match tomorrow as they make note that he must retire if he loses to Gunther. AJ Styles enters the ring for a mic as the crowd chants his name. AJ Styles welcomes Radio to SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built. He got kind of a big match tomorrow at the Royal Rumble. Crowd interrupts by chanting his name. And AJ Styles says some of them are worried about tomorrow. He's not worried about tomorrow. In fact, he is gonna knock Gunther's teeth down his throat, and that will kick off the phenomenal farewell tour. He talks about the one more time match against the likes of Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. The crowd chants for CM Punk, and AJ Styles agrees, but he is quickly cut off by Gunther to a round of boos from the crowd. Gunther steps up onto the announcer table as he continues giving AJ Styles credit for his fantasies before saying none of that is going to happen. He says AJ Styles made a mistake to save is going to cost him a champion. Cost him his career. Tomorrow at the Royal Rumble, Gunther is going to end AJ Styles' career, and he's going to do it the same way he did to John Cena. He is going to make AJ tap out. AJ Styles says, "You're really funny, Professor," because last time he choked Gunther. Gunther was the one who tapped out. Like a little, you know what? So I don't want to see AJ Styles retired. So AJ Styles had to beat Gunther at the Royal Rumble tomorrow, because I want to see AJ Styles stay in WWE. I do not want to see AJ Styles to retire. Alright. This riles up Gunther, and he takes his blazer off and hops onto the apron, but he decides not to grab his jacket and leave so the crowd as AJ Styles music hits. Alright. We head backstage as Tama Tonga confronts Shinsuke Nakamura, saying that Shinsuke he knows who wasn't beating AJ Styles last week. AJ Styles Tonga is a young punk. That's what I was trying to say. But anyway, he needs to give a gift. He runs down Tama Tonga in Japanese before saying he'll see him in the ring next week. Alright. We head back to ringside as The Miz makes his entrance for our next match, with the former WWE Champion facing Ilya Dragunov. Alright. We get a video package highlighting the Roman Reigns ahead of the Royal Rumble tomorrow, and a graphic highlighting the men's Royal Rumble. Back at ringside, Ilya Dragunov makes his entrance to get this match underway. So we get Ilya Dragunov versus The Miz, and this match right here. This match right here. I'm just gonna be real. This was just a solid match. What it was, this was solid. The two lock up with Dragunov quickly taking Miz off his feet. Miz fights back up, sending Dragunov to the corner before the referee intervenes. Dragunov flies up and goes back out the arm of Miz, taking the former WWE champ to the ring to the mat. I'm sorry. This brings both men to the corner, where Miz dodges a chop to the side headlock. I'm sorry. Shoulder tackle off the ropes by Miz, who ducks a clothesline only to take a chop to the chest by Ilya Dragunov, who boots him in the corner. Running boot twice over takes Miz to the mat. I'm sorry. Let me read it over. Running boot twice overtakes the Miz to the apron, but the Miz blocks a suplex to hang Dragunov up on the top rope. The Miz hits the ropes for a boot of his own, sending Dragunov through the ropes to the outside as we go to commercial break. Miz continues the attack, sending Dragunov to the floor before sending him into the barricade. Right in front of green shirt guy. By the looks of it, Eli Dragunov back on his feet, only to be sent into barricade once more by the Miz, who mounts off with the crowd before sending Dragunov back into the ring for a boot to the face. He hits another running boot on Dragunov, attacking the back and face of the former United States champion before clinching in a chinlock. Before fight, Dragunov fights to his feet, but he jumps. He jumps. He jumps on his back, and we as we return from commercial break. Ilya Dragunov drops down to his knees, but is back up, sending the Miz into the corner. This gives him an opening for a few shots before looking for a powerbomb, but Miz counters to get a near fall. He boosts Ilya Dragunov in the face a couple of times, and this gets Dragunov up on his feet to land a fury of shots. The Miz back with a chop, only to take a step up insecurity, sending him into the ropes. He climbed up in the corner, taking a set of chops before fighting back with one of his own. Machine gun chops by the Mad Dragon, but the Miz responds with a boot from the corner. Standing switch is reverses, sending Dragunov to the ropes, but a clothesline special lays Miz out for two. German suplex by Dragunov, and he holds on for a second on Miz. He lands a third before heading to the corner, but Miz counters with the H-bomb into a DDT for a near fall. Skull Crusher finale is countered, but Miz lays in some it kicks to wear Dragunov down. Running clothesline in the corner now, and Miz goes up only to take a slap by Dragunov. The two fight it out on the top turnbuckle until the Miz shoves Dragunov off to the canvas below. Flying nothing as Miz takes a torpedo with the H-bomb, and Dragunov takes the win. The winner of the match, Ilya Dragunov. This was a solid match. What it was. Dragunov celebrated as we cut to a video package of Solo talking about making good on his promise. He took Uncle Howdy's lantern and takes it. He says Uncle Howdy's. He took Uncle Howdy's lantern and the Riot 6 tag titles. He's a man of his word, but these tag titles aren't for him. They're for his family. The job he's not done yet, as Solo is going to win the Royal Rumble to take everything back where it belongs. Solo Sikoa is now winning the Royal Rumble tomorrow, and that's all I gotta say. The video glitches out into a vintage from the Y6 as both Dallas tells Solo Sikoa he's wrong. Carolina and the tag team champions will come back to the Y6, and when they do, the millions of fireflies once again It says around the world and around the world and around the world will intimidate and I eliminate the insecurities of Soul Core. They will not only take back what belongs to them, but they will make Solo great his demons. That's all I gotta say. Commentary hype up the card for the Royal Rumble. We head to ringside for our main event with the Vision making their entrance as we go to commercial break. Oba Femi is coming and he is heading to the Royal Rumble. So Oba Femi is going to Monday Night Raw, and that's all I gotta say. Alright. Back at ringside, Jey Uso has entered the ring as Randy Orton makes his entrance to a big pop. The crowd sings along to his theme as he heads to the ring. Out next is Sami Zayn to a big pop as well. Both Visions blindside the three men in the ring before Cody Rhodes comes running out for the save. The crowd is singing. The crowd is singing along to Cody Rhodes' theme. Cody Rhodes' theme, even though it's not playing, and the Vision gets sent out of the ring. To go to commercial break. Alright. Ole chant from the crowd as the Vision regroups on the outside, and they all 8 men stare each other down as the referee tries to get things going. We finally get the match on the way with Austin Theory and Sami Zayn starting things off. So we get an 8-man tag team. So we get the main event of the evening. So we get an 8-man tag team match: The Vision versus Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn. Now this 8-man tag team match, I ain't even gonna lie to you. This was a I might as well say this was not a bad 8-man tag team match. I might as well say this was pretty good 8-man tag team match. Theory with a side headlock before sent to the ropes, and Sami Zayn takes control, forcing Austin Theory to the corner. Tag made to Braun Breaker, who sends Sami Zayn to the corner for some more damage, but Sami Zayn fights back to tag in Jey Uso as we return from break. Jey Uso sends Braun Breaker to the corner for some punches before knocking him to the mat. Cody Rhodes tags in for a few shots and on Braun Breaker before tagging to Sami Zayn back in, and they trade tags as they continue to wear down Braun Breaker. Cody Rhodes, who works over the arm of Braun Breaker as he reaches for a tag to Randy Orton, but Braun Breaker takes Randy Orton to the mat instead. Tag made to Bronson Reed as the two big men go to work on American Nightmare for a near fall. Tag to Austin Theory, but Cody Rhodes starts fighting back before Austin Theory Austin Theory lays him into him against the ropes. Tag made to Big Bronson Reed, who hangs up Cody Rhodes on the ropes before Logan Paul tags himself in for even more damage with some stomps in the corner. Gut wrench suplex by Logan Paul, but a cover only gets a 1 count. I'm sorry. Cody Rhodes looks for a tag, but is kept away by Logan Paul as Braun Breaker tagging and landing a suplex to take Cody Rhodes back to the canvas. Cody Rhodes tries to leap over him, but Braun Breaker takes him right back to the corner, sending him out as the Vision gang up on him before we go to commercial break. Austin Theory slams Cody Rhodes before sending him back into the ring for some punches. He goes to work on the legs of Cody Rhodes. Now, as Cody Rhodes once again scrambles to his corner for a tag, but no ball. Suplex by Austin Theory for 2. Tag made to Logan Paul, who keeps Cody Rhodes worn down until Bronson Reed tag in as we return from break. Braun Breaker with a tag, and two more big men double team Cody Rhodes for a 2 count. Tag made to Logan Paul, who sends Cody Rhodes to the corner for a splash, but Cody Rhodes dodges it. Logan Paul with a tag to Braun Breaker to keep Cody Rhodes isolated. As Austin Theory and then Bronson Reed tag to continue the attack. Sami Zayn and Jey Uso get knocked off the apron as Bronson Reed misses a splash, and that allows Cody Rhodes to get the tag to Randy Orton. Austin Theory is the main target of Randy Orton's attack as he takes a draping DDT from the Viper. Logan Paul blindsides Randy Orton and blindsides Randy Orton to stop an RKO, but he is then sent out of the ring by Sami Zayn. This absolutely bad now as Bronson Reed tries to clear out the ring, only to be sent out of the ring by Cody Rhodes. Sent out by the ring by Cody Rhodes, who gets sent out by Austin Theory, who takes an RKO by Randy Orton. Covered by Randy Orton, but Logan Paul breaks it up. Cody Rhodes comes in for a crossroads before Bronson Reed takes him down. Sami Zayn gets in on action, sending Bronson Reed down with a tornado DDT before setting him up for a haluva kick, only for Drew McIntyre to pull him out of the ring, attacking him as the referee. As the referee calls for the bell. The winner by disqualification, pending announcement: Randy Orton, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn. Alright, the attack on Sami Zayn continues until Jacob Fatu misses hits, but the Samoan Werewolf blindsides him. He sends Drew McIntyre to the outside before leaving. As we return, out next. Out next. What was I? It says attention. Turn our attention to Sami Zayn in the ring. It says before the ring. I'm sorry. The attack. Let me start over about this. The attack on Sami Zayn continues until Jacob for 2 music hits, but the Samoan Werewolf blindsides him. He sends Drew McIntyre to the outside before leaving. As we turn our attention to Sami Zayn in the ring, looking at the WWE Championship that was left behind. He goes to pick it up, but so does Cody Rhodes before they both get taken out by Braun Breaker's spear. He stands tall as SmackDown comes to a close. All right, let me read the quick results before I get my opinion what I think about SmackDown. Quick results: United States Championship Open Challenge. Carmelo Hayes defeated Rey Fenix. That was a good match. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeated the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Decent match for what it was. Axiom defeated Johnny Gargano. Solid match. Dragunov defeated The Miz. Solid match what it was. 8-man tag team match. Randy Orton, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn defeated Division. Fun tag team match in my opinion. But WWE Smackdown goes off the air. Alright, yeah, let me give my opinion what I think about WWE Smackdown. Alright, now WWE Smackdown was a decent show for what it was. The Royal Rumble books itself. And like I said in my WWE Smackdown review on highlights, what really pisses me off is that Brock Lesnar is in the Royal Rumble over Finn Balor. So WWE is doing Finn Balor dirty, but that's okay. But Finn Balor is going to win at Elimination Chamber, mark my words, and that's going to happen. But anyway, WWE SmackDown was a decent show for what it was. So thank you guys so much for taking your time out of your night to watch my WWE SmackDown review on highlights from the entire video, from the beginning to the end. Hit that like button. Give me 30 likes in this video so this video can get pushed to the algorithm, YouTube algorithm. Share the video with your friends and family. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my WWE World Rumble review and highlights. The show starts at least 11 o'clock to like 2 o'clock, whatever. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for my WWE World Rumble review and highlights. And I'm going to premiere it on my YouTube channel for my WWE World Rumble review and highlights. But for tonight though, I'll see you guys in my upcoming world premiere at around 5 o'clock a.m. for my WWE Smackdown review and highlights. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang.